Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at my Himalayan 450. I did an updated video here to show you some accessories they've added to the bike. I have a list of accessories we'll talk about later in this video of all the accessories I'm going to be put on this bike, but the video itself is only going to reflect two of those accessories that they've currently were able to receive and put on the bike for me. Now, if you haven't been following my channel, I do have a playlist on this motorcycle. I haven't taken possession of it yet because I want all the accessories to be on it before I take possession. I'm hoping by next Friday that will be the case. Then I'll go get it, and then I'll be able to do some videos for you folks of me riding the bike and actually do videos of its performance and all the other nice things that the bike has to offer. So today's video is about the accessories, the two that they've gotten on the bike. Now, the video here is going to show you these mirrors. These mirrors that you see and the handguards, those are the two that they've added. So the handguards and the mirrors, the reason why I went with an upgraded version of the mirrors was the fact that I had read in an article that the stock mirrors for this motorcycle at high speeds do a lot of shaking, making it difficult to actually utilize them because of how much shaking that they do. That might be true, that might not be true, but I didn't want to take a chance of it. Plus, the stock mirrors were up like this, and I had difficulty seeing my side views where their stock position was. These new mirrors that I had put on the bike allow you to move them in multiple angles so that you can get that perfect placement of where those mirrors need to be so that you as the rider will be able to see and use them with little to no shake. So that is what's in this video to show you that these are the new mirrors. They weren't that expensive. I got the entire motorcycle and all the add-ons through Island Auto Haven here in Grand Isle, Vermont. I will provide their link as part of this video. The other thing that I had put on the bike were the handguards. Now you probably ask yourself, what's the real purpose of that? I mean, it's not like I'm, probably, desperately would need to use handguards because I've rode motorcycles for years. And for me, I've not really had an object. Some people say, cars will kick up stones, or if you're riding in a group of, other motorcycles, they might kick up stones and they'll hit your hand. I've never had that happen. For me, it's more or less to protect it from wind and cold in wet conditions. That's my biggest gripe, is when I'm in rain and it's cold outside and I'm riding at 50, 60 miles an hour, my fingers get cold. And I'm hoping that this protection will protect me from the wind of that coldness, that bitter coldness. Even wearing gloves, it can be cold. So for me, it's not really protecting me against objects because I never really had that problem. But there's been a lot of riders who have told me, oh, I wish I had the guards because all these stones are getting kicked in my direction. And they hit your hands. And if you're at high speeds and you suddenly have a rock hit your hand, that can be it can go downhill quick. It depends on how you react to that, depending on if you're going to lay that bike down or not. So I'm glad I got the handguards. I also think they look sharp. They did not come in yellow. They came with this milky white strip, which is fine. I think it still blends in with the lights. So it's really the same kind of colorization as the headlight is. Now, as for the other accessories I'm going to go quick with this because I will be doing a video when I get the other accessories. So I'm going to be quick on this list. So I got a windshield coming, a more extended windshield. The windshield that comes stock with this, I believe, will protect you from the wind. I think it will protect the accessories at the dashboard level. But I'm not really thinking that it's robust enough to protect me from the insects that I drive through during my night rides. So what I did is I ordered an extended version of what the stock version is of the windshield. It profiles higher, so I'm hoping that when I go through swarms of bugs, for me, the windshield has never been about reducing wind for me or anything else. It was more about how much bugs I can keep off me, because before I had a windshield with my first motorcycle, I'd go out riding at night and I'd come back and I'd be caked. My wife would have to hose me down with all the bugs and the nastiness on my jacket. It was crazy. With my classic, my 350 Classic Royal Enfield bike, I got a windshield added to that, and I had zero issues. I mean, no bugs ever touched me, and it was a pretty nice windshield. So I'm hoping that the windshield that I have added to this will do the same as my other Royal Enfield. And if I hadn't mentioned that, this is a Royal Enfield motorcycle, which you can purchase this motorcycle and all its accessories at Island Auto Haven here in Grand Isle, Vermont. Now, the other accessories that I got is the bag system in the back. I got it in black, so it's a square bag system, which will be behind the driver in the back, where you normally would see saddlebags. It's a closed hard system. It's flat on the top, and those are coming. I got the roll bar. It's similar to what you see being protected by the gas can right now. The gas tank is being protected by this metal bar system, as you can see there. I got the same kind of bar system added lower that flares out, so if I dump the bike, or if the bike comes to get kicked out, and I'm, and you're supposed to stay with the bike, it doesn't rip up my legs, because this bar system should protect it. I've never had that happen to me, but every single motorcycle I ever owned, I had that protective bar added to it, and they had that available for this motorcycle, so I had it added. Now, what else did I have added? We talked about the windshield, the bags. Now, the other thing that they did talk about that I could have gotten was this metal protective grate for the front of the air intake, which I didn't go with because I didn't think I was going to be any conditions that would warrant that kind of protection. Right now, the bike has a plastic cover, and that seems to be fine. But if you are thinking about getting this motorcycle, just ask them to show you the catalog, the catalog of accessories, and see if there's any accessories that you might want on the bike. I mean, stock by itself, it's a beautiful bike. Stocked by itself, it's going to probably run perfect. It's just that for me, I was, I'm in the shop, and these are kinds of things that I've been riding motorcycles a long time, and I know the things that I like to have on my motorcycle. Storage space is key. Those bags are going to be key. Like I said, they're going to be in black, so it should make the bike look good. In the roll bar, I knew I needed that, not that I dump my bikes all that often, but just for the extra protection, I needed that. The mirror system, I really wanted to make sure that I had a mirror system where I could see behind me without too much concerns. They added windshield. I'm happy. And when I get on this bike, hopefully next Friday I'll have possession of it. Then I'll do some videos on it to share with you my experiences and share with you how everything is going as I start using it throughout the summer. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkis Zone.